Bum, bum. What's up, Madria? What's up, Ninja? What's up, Leardon? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope everything's all right. Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, Suki? How you doing? Hello, Kratos. Hello, Backwonder. Hello, Vasja. How you doing? Good to see familiar names. AX3. Hello, Hochi. Hello, Ibod. You want to play with me? I'm predictive bronze. No. What's up, Abudi? Hey, Valeria. Late stream, yeah. I was at the gym, and usually my upper workouts a little bit longer, and they're longer, and then I had to come back home, and then I had to go to the grocery store, and then I had to take care of some stuff, answer some messages. Yeah, so why not? VODs today? Yeah, we're gonna do some VODs. We're gonna do some talking. We're gonna do some cool stuff. I like streaming, you know, like I enjoy streaming and giving value. I think that I've came to realize that, you know, like I didn't enjoy streaming as much as I did before. Because quite frankly, like I like playing the game, but I feel like I really get a kick out of giving value on stream. You know what I mean? It's not just play the game. I've noticed that there's I feel way better when I do VOD reviews on stream or like do a certain topic and do some educational type of content on my streams in comparison to just me playing in high elo. What was your upper workout today? I actually do quite a few. I think I do 11 exercises in my upper workout today, so it takes some time. What percentage of members in Rankup Academy see results if you know over 90%? Of course, I'm not gonna sit here and say that out of thousands plus members that we've had, we have 100% results. Whoever is telling you that every single client that have had is a happy customer is probably lying, especially out of thousands. But I would say over 90% of people, yeah. I'm interested in joining, to be honest, and just trying to figure out if it's worth it for me. So, what is it? What is it that you would feel make it worth it for you? Is it a value thing? How long do you think you'll be streaming for? Since it's already late, so not so long, not a whole long, but we'll see. What's up, Chief? Hey, Awkward, I tried my new routine today and it felt way better than the other one I had. You said that you do like 8, 9 exercises on your pool day, right? How do you feel about this? For me personally, I don't think I would rank up that much if I had aimbot. Game sense is much more important. I do think that game sense is more important. I'm not saying that mechanics don't matter, but mechanics is something that you cannot really drastically see improvement at. And also, if you focus on your game sense, your mechanics will naturally follow. It's kind of an extent. Good mechanics are a byproduct of good game sense. However, good game sense is not a byproduct of good mechanics. I've been thinking about it for a while. I always just try to improve it by myself, but we'll see. What is it? What is it that you like about me as a teacher? What is it that kind of like, oh, this guy, I like what he's talking about. Okay. Why would you feel that Rankup Academy is something that is worth it for you over other things? Is Dylan reviewing tonight as well? No, I brought Dylan because I thought it would be entertaining, and I think it was entertaining. We got into a little bit of a serious conversation after because I think that, well, Dylan is a phenomenal player. I'm not gonna take it away from him, but as you saw, this was a prime example, as I've always been telling you, is just because you're good at the game doesn't mean that you know how to teach. It's two different skill sets, right? I mean, they do correlate with each other, but you need you need to understand how to teach. Like teaching and playing is two different things. But in order, like playing high level and teaching, well, yeah, that's awesome. Did you come to him some middle ground after your stream? To be honest, my stream crashed. I think that people like Dylan don't understand coaching because they've never had the problem of it. It's like, I'll give you a perfect example. If you don't have a cockroach infestation at your home, you will never understand why does anybody pay for like a what like a fuck, I forgot the word, the one that handles the infestation. I completely forgot. Fuck, what's the name? Exterminator. Yeah. So when I say, yeah, I've had my exterminator in the house and I paid him like $500, you're like, why would you want to do that? Because I have fucking cockroaches in my house. What do you mean? I have a problem. You know, but the person who never had a cockroach infestation would never understand the issue of having a cockroach infestation. Why would people pay for that? How often should you bother yourself to ensure you're actually performing the actions you're trying to perform? I think my best advice would be, like, if you play a game, you play one game. If it went good, it went good. But if you felt like it didn't go good, watch the first 3 minutes of your VOD. Just 3 minutes of your time, watch three minutes of your VOD. Am I actually doing the things that I'm supposed to do? Or did I just think at the moment that I did those things? So after each game, 3 minutes of your time, look at the VOD. Just throw it ahead, no pause, no nothing. Just watch. Did I do the thing that I'm supposed to work on? You don't need to spend like an hour looking at a VOD. You literally need like 3 minutes. So I always say that I think that in order for you to be able to teach players how to play, you need to be a high rank yourself, because that's the only legit, like, that's the best way to demonstrate that you actually are capable, right? I'm not saying that every high elo player can teach, as you saw yesterday. What I'm saying is that it's just like, not every person who is a bodybuilder and is huge will know how to train properly, right? It could be steroids. It could be that he just, hits the gym every day. It could be many, many things, right? But what I'm saying is that I think that if you're trying to get ripped, like a prerequisite for you to hire a coach is to look at this guy. Oh, this guy trains for sure. He at least lives by what he's talking about. And that's like with everything, you want to see the best way to show that you know what you're talking about is that you've done it yourself. Now, the second thing, it doesn't mean just because somebody's high elo doesn't mean that he knows what they're talking about. You also need to know how to teach. So, first, be good at the game. Second, learn how to teach. 3, become really good at how to teach. But as I said, Dylan is a phenomenal player. But I told Dylan as a joke that he kind of sold people to join. He kind of sold people to join Rankup Academy. Are the classes with Chow and Hydra also on the free version of Rankup Academy? I believe so. Yeah, I think so. I think I posted them, right? These, I believe so. If not, I'll just send them over. Awkward is going to become Coach Greg of Overwatch. Man, I used to watch a lot of Coach Greg. He was a really, really funny guy. I don't watch him anymore, because not because I don't like him, but because he uploads like 5 times a day. I don't have time to watch that. I don't think you necessarily need to be high level yourself to teach train people. I have been instructing my job since 2010. Was not high level and shit bagged a lot. Now I'm high level, but I wasn't when I started teaching people how to do the fundamentals of my career. Well, you did it the other way around. So you kind of like faked it until you eventually became really good at it. But for most people, for most people, not saying that exceptions don't exist. There are some people who might be not so good at the game and are able to teach. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I just think it's not likely. And I think that if people were really transparent with themselves, they would rather have somebody that they know for sure did the road themselves before doing it themselves. Like, I'll give you an example. I mean, the fitness one is the easy one. You would not hire a fat coach. Like, if we're all being real, nobody would hire a fat obese coach. No one. If you are, probably not making good decisions. It doesn't mean that the fat person will not be able to give you good advice. It's just that it's just not. It will be really hard for you to believe. It will be really hard for you to believe, because then you can ask the question, well, how do you know it works? Can you prove it? Oh, if you can prove it, so why haven't you done it yourself? What about NFL coaches? What do you mean, NFL coaches? They're retired. You know, they were NFL players before, for the most part. They were in shape. Just because they're not in shape now doesn't mean that they were not in shape. They know what it's like. Can I play Moira and Damon? Am I doing myself with the servers being one-trick support? No. I think that Moira is fine. It can climb. Oh, so you didn't fake it until you made it. So basically, people put you on a role that you didn't know how to do, and you just learned on the go. That's also fine. It's also fine. But I think it's not exactly. But I don't think that being an instructor specifically correlates to the analogy I'm making. Not always. A lot of coaches are fat and don't really play the sport. You know, I've kind of looked into this. 99% of coaches of the NBA are at least played college level basketball, which is still the one, like, significantly high level. So 99% of them. It's very rare to find a coach in any sport that wasn't a former, at least semi-professional, or play at a very, very high level. People are like, oh, he wasn't in the NBA. Yeah, but he played college basketball, which is still like a high level college basketball. It's still very high level. You know, like in Overwatch, yeah, you're GM. You have to understand, GM is a very, very high rank in comparison to any other. It's like top 1%. Maybe now top 2%. Maybe now top 3%. But, you know, it's still a very high level. So just college basketball is like still better than 99% of people who play basketball. So yeah, 99% of pro coaches at any sports were former players. You can check it yourself. Basketball, football, and like American football. You can go check anything. Boxers, MMA, whatever it may be. Most of them have a decent amount of experience. Like way above average experience. How do you carry on Queen? Throw knife, force cooldowns. Enemies have no cooldowns. Going with shout. Awkward. Is your training program for free or no? Can you talk about this? What training program? What do you mean? What training program? What's the stream about today? Just talking to the chat, and we're gonna probably start VOD viewing a little bit shortly. The Overwatch training program to get GM. I don't have a training program to get GM. I have Rankup Academy, which is a coaching service. Never said that if you join, you will get GM. It just helps you improve and helps you rank up. But yeah, we do have some free stuff. We have a free stat evaluation. We have free classes that we shared. But if you'd like for a coach to look at your gameplay, you'll have to join. Do you follow any sports? The only sport that I follow usually is boxing. I used to watch more MMA, but I kind of found that outside of some fights, it's a little bit boring. I'm not his kid with a 5 gifted. You can send a code, hero and rank, and we'll start shortly. Did you once try to start a fitness program? Because you mentioned it when you coach Kiriko. When did I mention it? No, I never tried a fitness program. Never tried to create one. I was never like, I think there are way better people than me on the internet that can give you fitness advice. I never tried to start one, and no, I don't remember talking about it in Kiriko as well. What's up, Awkward? Just hit GM on Open Queue. First time ever hit GM on PC. All thanks to you, brother. Thank you. Happy to help, Mario, man. Good stuff. I think he means paying for people's gym membership. Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah. In Rankup Academy, there was some fitness info. Yeah, back in the day, like I kind of disabled the channel now because the person is like not very, he's not active anymore. He's pretty busy. But we had a powerlifting coach who built a specific program for Rankup Academy members. He was willing to like answer any question about nutrition and fitness to anybody who cared. But full transparency, and a lot of people use that, so might you know. What's up, Blue Canary? The other Rankup Academy members are very helpful with bounce idea off of. Yeah, I mean, if you're a part of a community, might as well just talk to the people, right? Hey, who wants to play? Who wants to practice? Who wants to do this? Oh, okay. Sojourn Plat 1. Low-key, I'm thinking of joining Rankup Academy after my hiatus. What is holding you back, man? All right, let's start. Plat 1 Sojourn. Would you say anyone can hit GM, or some people will never be able to, matter how hard they try? I think that anyone can hit GM. I think that in order to hit GM, you need a strong feedback loop. Most people just kind of autopilot it, or they just kind of
ready for battle.
Do things on the go, or they assume a lot of things. I assume that I know what I'm talking about. I assume that I know what my problem is. I assume that I'm aware of the issue. I'm gonna be honest. Do you notice that every single time that we have a VOD review, sometimes, or especially live coaching, I ask the person, "What do you think the problem is?" And then they say what the problem is, and like 95% of the time, that's not the problem. I think that well, that's with everything. I think that a lot of people are just arrogant. I think that they perceive that they know things even though they don't know them. Like there's no certainty. They're so sure that I know what the problem is. And I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, man. About 5% of people that I work with, and I ask them, what do you think the problem is? They just, well, they gave me a proper answer, like that, the correct answer. Most of the time, it's like, my aim is not good. And then you look and they're like, their aim is amazing. Or they say, yeah, I think I have a problem with positioning. But yeah, I mean, problem with positioning is so general that it cannot be false. It doesn't even mean anything. Like when I tell you problem with positioning, okay, what do I do with that info? All right, let's look at the Soj VOD. Oh, what the fuck? We jumped 20 seconds. Shooting a deflect, already don't like what I'm seeing. So the main thing that you see, like here, you pick right now. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people in front of you. The last thing you want to do is sit in the most open space possible. Does that mean that you don't shoot? Well, not really, but at least shoot from here. That if they shoot, boom, you have cover. Here, you need like a second to get there. And 3 people shoot with Discord, you can die. The fact that you didn't even die is a miracle in and of itself. But the idea is, number one, you're in open space when 3 people are looking at you, 4 rather, should I say. And number 2, you are in front of people's face. That's also a problem. If you see that your Ryan is here, some of them will look here, lean to that side. It will be easier for you to catch people off guard because they're like, oh, Ryan here, big tank, big shield, need to shoot. How do you not die here? That's a crime. Like, you see, the reason why you almost killed the Cassidy is because he wasn't even paying attention to you. That's the same principle that I said here. They're all kind of like sitting here, all looking at you. Why are you in front of their face? I mean, if you left for 1 second, they would all look at your Reinhardt, then you just speak. I'd like to assume that's console. Is that console? It's console, right? It has to be. This is plat 1, but I believe it's console. Yeah, that's console. What is that? You see how the crosshair followed? That's aimbot, bro. Or low sensitivity could be. Could be low sensitivity. But you see, the reason why you're getting all these kills is that I want you to pay attention to something. I'm that 90s kid. Pay attention, man. Right now, you're getting all the kills. Notice, how many people are looking at you right now? You're with us, 90s kid. How can I pay and how much? Is 5 gifted subs, gents. Yeah, okay, so wait, you moved into the YouTube chat. Okay, so you moved into the YouTube chat. I tried mouse and keyboard, I just hate it. Okay, so it's console, yeah. Awkward, I transitioned from console to PC and went from low gold to high diamond. Thanks for your advice. Thanks for all you do. Happy to help, man. I'm 90s kid. Do you notice that nobody's paying attention to you and you essentially do damage for free with no risk of dying? Because everybody's looking at your Tracer Reinhardt. All you have to do is just walk forward and kill them, which is exactly what you do. The reason why you killed all of these people is because you kind of, I mean, you didn't do it intentionally, but it just kind of happened that your Tracer monkey, just Tracer Ryan, went in, everybody looking, and just all you did was shoot the people that were looking at them. Have you seen OC's post about you? Yeah, I talked about it today in my Discord. I thought it was kind of retarded. But I'm not surprised. I'm not sure where you're looking at, 90s kid. Wait. What are you doing here? I'm so confused. I mean, here, as soon as Diana left, you should have tried to railgun Diana. Took you way too long. Whatever. I'm not gonna... I'm on my game now. Breaking them down. Generally speaking, when you're running away, shoot the enemies while running away. Don't run away by turning into a wall. The best way to take off pressure off of you is to shoot the enemies back. If you turn your head away from the enemies, you're gonna keep shooting forever. Nice shot. I'm just getting started. What rank is it? Plat 1 in console. Feeling better. Also, you very rarely use a disruptor shot. No, I'm not sure why you're going back here. So, like, what can any of these guys do from over here that you really had to back out over here? 90s kid, what is the thought process here? Can you kind of try to explain to me shortly? By the way, 90s kid moved from the Twitch chat to the YouTube chat, so that's why you might not see him in the Twitch chat. Not sure, yeah, but there's no reason. You virtually have no danger. And also, notice that you haven't really moved this entire game. Have you noticed that you didn't really move the entire game? You're like sitting here the entire game, or you moved here at one scenario. It's been almost 3 minutes. You have never went here or take this angle. You're very, very stationary. You very rarely move. And the problem with no moving, there's 2 problems with not moving for your position. Number 1, if you don't move, how are you expecting to get a kill? Like, when you notice, when do you get kills? When your team is going in and they're all looking at your team. So you essentially attack the enemies when they're not looking at you, increasing your kill potential. And number two, well, if you don't really move, it's very easy for the enemies to know where you are and then creep up on you and catch you. Think about it. When you stand here the entire game, all Tracer has to do is, Tracer is here. Sojourn is there. Let's just move. So the main two things that you're missing out on is that you're simply playing way too passive in general, especially when the enemies don't. When the fight plays out and you see that your Ryan goes in, Tracer goes in, that's your cue to start engaging the enemies and shoot. And until if nothing is happening, you're just poking, you poke. You don't need to do anything special. But when the enemies are busy, they're not paying attention, that's your cue to strike. And number two, in order to find these opportunities, generally speaking, and avoiding dying as often, you need to move more frequently. You can't just be staying here. Okay, so you shoot here, you go to the right side of the statue, they see you. Okay, you hide for a second, you pop from this angle. Tracer chases you, slide out. You realize they're moving to point. Okay, let's take this angle. Blah, 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 blah. They look at me. Boom, you move here. You need to be moving more often. Okay, so like now I'm gonna show you that you are... Wait, what's happening? Look, everyone is fighting on point. Where are you, 90s kid? Taking a long walk on the beach. You know, might as well just give you a margarita, man. Let's go on vacation. You see, like, the fight was pretty much over before you even done, like, you've done anything. Yeah, you killed one guy here, which, if I'm being honest, I don't know why the fuck this guy was even here for.
Charged.
Join me.
So you see also, if you notice that when you slide, you create so much distance. That's the idea. When enemies don't pay attention, you get really close to them, and then worst case scenario, if they turn around, you slide. That's the idea. Ana is not looking, that's why she almost died. Zen was not looking, that's why he almost died. What you should do now, slide over here? No, there's nothing fucking here, man. You have to go here and kill the Ana. Why are you sliding over here? Look, again, everyone is fighting on this part of the map. The enemies are here. Where are you going, 90s kid? Where are you going, man? Where are you going? What is the thought process behind this? You kind of like landed here, but should have just walk here. Why the slide? Probably gonna kill Diana though, unless she sleeps here. You see, you were super late. You're playing way too passive. Way too passive. Let me show you again that you're playing way too passive. Let's go to the second round. Way too passive, stationary. Way too passive, stationary. Enemy, okay. Enemies don't pay attention. You see, everyone's fighting over here. What are you doing? Shooting at the Zenyatta behind the wall, trying to wallbang him. Like, you see, they're fighting over here. Get closer. Da, 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 da. Oh, they chase me. Okay, bye-bye. I slide. Get it? Here, that's what I like to see. You see, they're not paying attention. Boom, you go in. You see how well this works? And then you are in danger. You slide out. I like it. I like it. Was it the perfect execution? No, but look, you got a kill and you got out. Because you played aggressive at the right time. Unfortunately, sitting in the middle of the point in open space, the fact that you didn't die until now is kind of criminal, but it's okay. That's not the main concern. So this was like an example after a pretty good fight that you've had. Good job. Nice. Now, what should you do? 3 on 5. Enemies are looking here. Bam! I pop from here. Create an off angle. Bye, Zenyatta. You're dead, buddy. Never mind. Again, team fight's happening on the right side. What are you doing? Chilling on the point. What could you do? Maybe go here, try to surprise somebody from here. I bet that if you just walk here right now, you just catch Sojourn from the back. I wouldn't go here for the main reason. I mean, you could go here, but I wouldn't go here because you would be just in front of everybody. I would actually take left side because nobody's looking there. But you see how, like, what do you really contribute? Shoot the 1 HP Genji? Not so much. So, I'm 90s kid. Definitely potential here. What I'd like you to do is Poke, poke, poke. When the team fight begins, you see they make contact with your team. Now it's the time to play aggressive from the off angle. What is an off angle? A position that the enemies are not looking at. So that's what I like you to do. Okay? When enemies don't pay attention, like when the team fight begins, they won't pay attention because they're going to be busy attacking your Hazard, attacking your Junker, whatever it may be. That's exactly where you pop from the off angle, from an aggressive position. They turn around, you slide out. That's what I'd like you to do. And number 2, generally speaking, avoid staying in the same position for too long. Like try to always be surprising to the enemies by moving around, and also try to not be predictable so the enemies exactly know where you're at, so then they can catch you. The reason why you got caught on the first, like at the first round, not the first round, the second round at the beginning is because, well, you just stood here forever. So the Reaper showed up, everybody showed up. So move more often. You pop here, I think you're here. Boom, you go from here. Okay, they see you, slide back. Okay, maybe you slide here. Okay, you peek 2 seconds later here. Okay, less stationary. These are the 2 main things I'd like you to work on, man. And I'm sure you're gonna rank up in no time. You're gonna crush it. Gents, thank you for 5 gifted, man. Send me a code here on rank. And by the way, Reds, thank you for the tier 1. Have the games gone well since your coaching session yesterday? Any tips on playing versus Doom as Bull? Just ignore him. Unless he's feeding. Or unless there's nothing else to shoot. Where's Jins? Where's Jins? I'm 90th kid. Were you here the entire time, man? The last matches that you did was like 5 minutes ago, man. Would rotating left side to the Zen would have been a better play? I don't know what you're talking, like what specific mode you're talking about. Jen, send me a hero rank and code, man, if you'd like to get your VOD reviewed. I mean, some people just send 5 gift and then they say like, oh no, I just want to thank you. I'm 90th kid. You're with us? How can I send replays? You go to your replays, history, sorry, go profile, history, replays, then you click any of these and just share. Yes, I've ranked up to plat 4 since yesterday on my way to plat 3. What rank were you? What rank were you? Gold? What's up, Falcons? What's up, Barrier? All right, Nitro. I'm not gonna. Your battle tag doesn't give me anything. I don't need the battle tag. You need to go to your history like this. So you go to the main menu, click escape, career profile, history, replays, and then pick an average game and just click share. I was plat 5 about to derank. So since yesterday you've climbed 2 tiers. That's awesome, man. Plat 3 for plat, like borderline gold 1 to plat 3. It's pretty good. Wait, Atsuki, there's one in queue before you. Atsuki, there's one queue before you. Just hopping in to say thank you for the unranked GM series. It has helped me a lot. Happy to help, man. That's what it's for. To give free value to the people. Okay, Gents and Dennis. Okay, Gents and Dennis. Okay, don't worry. I watched your Genji ranked to GM. I had thought that would be helpful, new folks and characters, or even new folks in general. I even thought of plugging like the secrets and mechanics of the character. I went to punch in, blink for Tracer, missile, jump on Soldier, and so before diving in. The thing is that specific thing is completely irrelevant to climbing. That like when should you focus on the little things when you're really good at most things? So when you're really good at doing the 90%, then you can now start working on your 10%, like the blink melees, like the combo with the Genji. First learn how to play 90% of the time correctly, and then focus on the other 10. All right. Jen, what do you play? Who are you here? Who are you here? What's the rank? What's the character? What are we watching here? Tracer? Nitro, right? He said Nitro. What is the rank? Gold Sport Tracer, okay. Gold Sport Tracer. Pretty standard, trying to poke out a bit. Force bubble, that's good. But why are you staying in front of a monkey too long? You don't have to be in his zapping range. You can just like go here and he can't zap you. Should be fine. You lost like basically almost 100 HP for nothing. Nothing. And the problem with that is now you have to go get the health pack. But what if your team is now fighting and you have to go get the health pack? You're not ready to go. Tracer is really, really bad at face-to-face battle. Tracer is really bad at getting poked out because even if you take 20 damage, it puts you in such a bad spot. You really don't want to lose any HP before you engage. That doesn't mean that you don't shoot. Nice, I like that. Need to look to your right as well. Not that it matters. Actually, right now, Ashe is by herself. I mean, what you're doing is okay. Not gonna go too much into it. Let's see how the fight plays out. You have no recall and you're in front of 4 enemies. Exactly what I said. You can't just the Tracer, I'll give you the most simple tip, guys. If you're a meta rank player, until Diamond, the way for you to win is to simply not be in people's faces for long periods of time. That's the way to win a meta ranks. Doesn't matter. Bronze, silver, gold, plat. If you are just not in front of people's faces, you will just win you will win significantly more than you lose. Especially on Tracer. You had no business being here in front of people's faces, recall or not. No business. Pro tip, this works in Masters lobbies too. You're right, it works at every rank. But it's very noticeable in meta ranks because they simply don't even turn around ever. If Ana is scoped in and busy, what does it mean? Let's just go kill Diana. You could literally one clip right now when she's scoped in. All you have to do is blink, aim on her and shoot. You probably can one clip if she's not doing anything. Nah. No, why recall then? Why all the panic, gents? Why all the panic? Why the jumping? What? She was not moving. She was not moving. Just go, blink. Boom. Why the panic? Why even recall? She wasn't looking at you. You didn't have to recall. Could have easily killed her. So now they're all looking here, which means you go to the right. That's really good. Okay, you realize they're all looking there. Okay. And again, you force recall because of what? Because of monkey. How does a monkey damage you 100 damage every single time? Just blink out of the way. Just one blink, bam. You can't do anything to you anymore. You get you should never get poked out by a monkey like that. This is not a thing that should happen. And then what do? You recall and then blink into his bubble in front of his face and in front of his Ana. If Ana throws a nade right now, you're cooked. What elo is that? Gold. Again, blink in front of his face. And also you're shooting a full HP monkey constantly. When there's more available targets for you. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. All of these were free for you to kill if you just didn't shoot a full HP monkey the entire time. You're in front of... Look, you're just jumping. When your team is in spawn, half of them, in front of 3 people. 3 people just jumping in front of them. You get poked out. Look at your HP, how fast it drops. Why do I have specs on my friends list? So can somebody tell me that? Again, and try to engage too early. Oh, try to engage too early, and then what happens? You just die.
Bob, do something.
Well, what happens here?
Thought of you.
Gents, why didn't you shoot? Why are you shooting the guy? He's not paying attention to you. Notice how you're like. Notice that the way you're blinking is just blinking into people's faces. Do you notice that every time you just blink, you are blinking in front of people's faces? Do you notice? Like, it's not behind the enemies. It's not exactly when the enemies are not looking, just in front of their face. By the way, you should have died a long time ago if Ashe was slightly competent. I just want you to show the POV of Ashe. Let me show you. Let me show you the POV of Ashe. Well, she got a kill eventually. But I'm not sure you were in front of her face the entire time she didn't shoot you. You see what happens when you blink behind the enemies? Here, what should you do when she's looking? Blink behind her again. Bro, now that I'm watching this back, I'm actually ashamed. Oh, trust me, man. That feeling never goes away when you watch your own VOD. You realize how in the moment everything seems so perfect, but when you watch the VOD, you just cringe from how bad it is, and it just happens to everyone, even myself. When I watch my own VODs, like I can't believe I'm making those mistakes. Look, what you're doing right now is great. Notice that you are at an off angle. You are now in a position to shoot them at the back, and you guys kind of pinched them. So check this out. That's really good. This is really good. You split their attention. You're in a good position. But why the triple blink back? Why? You're fine. Now what I would do is just blink here. You would have been fine. When they look at you here, they start zapping. You don't have to triple blink to your friends. Just different angle. Switch up the angle. Here, that's your target. You see the shots. You see this low trace. That means that the Ana is scoping. Why is she scoping? Because she wants to heal her teammates. That's exactly where you go. She is not moving. She's not paying attention. Boom, 2 blinks. You get it? So, and you're trying to shoot a full HP Valkyrie Mercy in the sky. This is never going to work, man. You're not going to kill a Valkyrie Mercy in the sky. So, gents, there are 2 transparent issues here. Number 1, I have to tell you, your mechanics for gold are way above average. And this keeps proving the point that mechanics are really overrated. Like, aim is absolute, mechanics are absolutely overrated. You play way above average for gold in terms of mechanics. In terms of decision-making, on the other hand, I can't say that yet. So now, what are the 2 main issues that you have? Number 1, you simply are trying to hard engage too early. You are going in when all the enemies are looking at you. Why do you do that? Because of 2 reasons. Number 1, you simply blink in front of them. The idea of using your blinks is that you blink around the enemies exactly where they're not looking. So if you know enemy team looking here, you don't blink here. You blink here, you blink here, you blink behind, you blink around the cover. Tracer is really bad at face-to-face fights, not because she lacks damage, but because every time somebody shoots at you, you just have to recall. Like, it doesn't matter what character. Literally, every character in the game can win a 1v1 against Tracer. Even sometimes Mercy. Okay? In a face-to-face fight. Now, what Tracer should do is blink around the enemies where they're not looking. Okay? That's the first thing. So you either blink in front of their faces, or you simply don't look where your team is at, and then you go in 1v4. The best time for a Tracer to actually go in is when the enemies are busy. When are the enemies busy? When the team fight begins, because your teammates are in and they're distracting the enemies for you. And also, generally speaking, just avoid blinking in front of them. And number 2, you need to work on your target priority. Like, you are focusing targets that you can never kill. Full HP Nano Monkey. Why do you even bother shooting a full HP Nano Monkey when you have an Ana standing right next to you, or an Ashe standing right next to you, and a Mercy not paying attention, or a Genji dabbing your backline? All of these people are not paying attention. Like here, for example, why are you shooting a Valkyrie Mercy in the sky? You're not going to kill her when there's clearly an Ana scoped in trying to heal her teammates, which means she's leaving a blind spot, because when you scope, you have a tiny field of view. You have to ask yourself, the target priority is who can die. Like, who can die based on if they're low HP? Who's low HP? Can I kill him? I mean, it could be a Nano Monkey if it's low HP. Could be a Monkey if it's low HP. Yeah, could be a tank if it's low HP. But if a tank is full HP, and it's not likely for you to kill him unless he's overextending. who has no cooldown. So if you saw Moira use Fade and Healing Orb, and now she's like, she has none of these cooldowns, maybe you can go for the Moira. I don't know, Sleep No Nade. Maybe you can go for Diana. And who's not paying attention? Pretty straightforward. Who is not looking? Who's not paying attention? Who's busy with something else? Who can I go for? And when Ana is scoped in, you need to go for an Ana like that. And in the middle of the team fight, when everybody's busy, you'll notice there's a lot of people who don't pay attention. Now you have to ask yourself, who's not paying attention that I can kill? And that's who you shoot. That's your target priority. Gents, with these like you have pretty good mechanics. I'm sure we're just implementing that advice. You'll rank up to plat, mid plat at least in no time. You're gonna. I'm very sure you're gonna kill it, man. All right, Isuki. Now it's your turn. Send me a hero code and rank, man. Is it 5 gifts for both of you? Correct. In the meantime, let me get some iced coffee with 25 grams of protein. And also, while I'm at it, let me take a picture. Okay. I'm here. Okay, Suki. Why are you guys switching between the YouTube and Twitch chat? Should be New Queen Street, Genji. Start on Genji and on Cast. So what do you want to look at? Genji or Cast? It's okay. What is your favorite protein snack? You know what I really like when I go snowboarding? Beef jerky. It kind of tastes like shit, but I like to snack on it when I'm snowboarding. It's like beef jerky is the best thing when you're snowboarding. What's up, little Visa? Okay, Genji, New Queen Street, Diamond 3. What are you running an ad? Cropston. Jack's Link Beef Jerky, you're running an ad? What is that? Because YouTube doesn't have 300 ads per minute? Oh, damn.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Who are you? Isuki.
Ready for battle.
Greetings.
Hey guys, thank you for the 5 gifters queue. So Fable and then Mao after Isuki.
There's much to do.
Already moving to the damage I like, but what I don't like is that you simply why a hard engage? I mean, it was not really a hard engage, but think about it. Why are you using every single cooldown ever? I mean, you could just poke here. You don't have to do anything crazy here. Just poke. You don't need to do anything yet. Because the problem with what you're doing right now is, let's assume for a second. Dude, I can't fix the 5 gifted stuff. Wait, give me a second. Let these things pass. I don't know. Oh, with Malv it works. Why does it work with Fable? What happened? What's the difference between Fable and Malv? Why did it say Malv has done 5 gifted, but for Fable, it's each individual? Can somebody explain that to me? So anyways, what I'm saying is that let's assume Isuki for a second that because now your Echo is taking an angle. Let's assume she hits 5 stickies on any of these. Will we be able to dash? Not really, no. Let's use every cooldown before anything even happens. I like the angle. Okay. Yeah, good. You notice his venture is kind of overextending and she was low. That was pretty good. I like that.
Robot has been acquired. Exerting force on the barricade.
Outside of spamming your cooldowns before anything even happened, I like the rest. It's pretty good. Worth coach you in here? Dylan has many talents. Coaching is not one of them.
We have reached a new
Again, look, you used you used every single thing. Right now you're overextending. I understand you're trying to poke before the fight, but if you only look back for half a second, you would realize every single one of your teammates nowhere even nearby. And let me tell you even something else. When you will get to low HP, it's very likely Kiriko is gonna TP Suzuyu and die because of that. What he should have done is pretty simple. I wanted damage before the fight, but since my team is not here, nobody can really help me. What he should have done is like, okay, let's just take a few steps back and do the damage before the fight from a little bit further away, or get close, but because they're not here, I'm gonna dash away way earlier. I don't know if you end up living here. You do, but Mercy died because of you. I like the angles though. I really like the angles. Ah, that's overextending. Okay, hey, nice try. But again, look. Let's take a look at the fight. I want you to pay attention that... Notice that 2 DPS are looking at you, Asuki. Why do you think 2 DPS are looking at you? You're all dog shit. It's not rocket science. You know? Guys, make sure you get coached by Dylan. He'll call you dog shit. What's the rank? It's Diamond 3. Asuki, what do you think 2 DPS are looking at you now? Peeking the corner, not true. It's not that. Looking for Asuki's response. No cover, no, not it. The question is, why are 2 DPS are looking at him? Why are the 2 DPS looking at him? Because he's in their faces. Well, eventually people are going to be turning around regardless. The problem is that he engaged too early. Look, the enemies are not really busy. They're poking from far away. They're like, you see, this is not a team fight. This is not team fight. This is just monkey jumping in. They're not really busy. At this stage, it's still poking. It's still poking. He needs to poke. He cannot horde engage. The problem with Asuki is that he horde engages here. This is the horde engage. The enemies are not busy. That's why Cass doesn't die, because, well, nobody's busy. Still poking. Like, for example, a good target here, unironically, would be the monkey. Why? Because the monkey is not paying attention. He's overextending. Now shooting the monkey is actually really good. Really good. Because the rest are not really busy because they're too far away from the fight. They're just trying to poke from far away. Good poking. I like the poking. You see that she has no ring. Oh, you see a big... That's a really big difference. I want you to notice, Asuki. Check this out. Do you notice how you're now walking to the off angle? And by the way, your angles are great. But do you notice that you wait? Do you notice how you're chilling here, Asuki? You're waiting a bit. This is a team fight. This is enemies are busy. This is Kiriko is busy. For Suzu, nobody's paying attention. Do you notice that you don't lose any HP? Do you notice that, like, the enemies are... You see? Nice! Nice, love that, Asuki. You see, that's good timing. That's good timing. That is good timing. And that is why it works so well. Good job. Enemies are busy, you go. That's exactly how almost every team fight should look like. You didn't engage too early. You didn't overextend. You didn't do anything crazy. Look, this was great. Awesome, man. Love that. Every time, dude. Every time you're struggling in the game, go back to the VOD and look. This is the fight that I played good. Every fight needs to look like that. Here you don't stay too long, I like it. But I think could have stayed longer. Here all you need to do is wait for a team fight to start, let them use some cooldowns, then you go in with your blade. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. But because you're diamond, I'm assuming what's gonna happen, you're gonna use your blade, they're gonna use Kitsune, you either die or you're forced to get out. Never mind. Again, check this out. Think about it. Who is a good target for you? You try to go here. You try to go here, realize it's not gonna work. But the target for you is actually the monkey here. I know it seems like, why would I shoot a full HP monkey? Because the monkey is the only one who's not paying attention. This is an impossible formation to kill. 2 DPS, 2 supports, no chance you're gonna do anything. So what you can do, this guy is completely isolated by himself. Go kill him. Go kill him. He's trolling. This is what we call he's trolling. Now, you see, like, this is him kind of trolling. Look, he's engaging high ground, but think about it. Who can follow up on what the monkey does? No one. No one can follow up on the monkey. Just shoot him down. But he ran away. He didn't have to run away. You're full HP. You're okay. And your team is behind you. You wouldn't have died even if you were face to face with him because he's alone. Too early. Too early. You're fucked. You know what? You're super lucky that somebody gave you a dash reset. The Echo gave you a dash reset, but it's way too early. It's a little bit too early. You go in 145 HP in front of a bunch of enemies. The reason why you managed to live is because somebody gave you a dash reset here.
Someone needs to fill this out.
Okay, Asuki. So let me tell you what I like about your gameplay. Number one, I like that you're constantly looking for action. You're playing aggressive. You have good uptime. I love it. Number two, I like the fact that you're taking angles. I like that you're constantly taking angles. I like it. Now, the two main issues that you're having is, number one, you go to the angle, but the timing of the angle, the timing is way too early. You constantly engage too early, both with your blades and both in general. You have to wait until the enemies are busy. And then that's where you hard engage from the angle. Now, what do you do until the enemies are busy? You poke. But the problem that you're also having is because you constantly go to the angle and you poke from that angle, everybody sees you're there, so you don't have the element of surprise. So what I would suggest in order for you to rank up to Masters, start main, poke main, right before the team fight starts, you go to the angle, and then get the element of surprise right as soon as the team fight starts, the enemies are busy. Poke main with your friends, 2 seconds, you see that they are moving close to your team or your team is moving close to them. Now you go to the off angle. Team fight starts. Enemies don't pay attention. That's where you go in. Because if you poke from the off angle, from the position, it's no longer surprising. And if you just engage too early, they're all going to turn around and kill you. How many in queue? We have Fable, Malv, and Senior Key. Guys, should I like do a spin the wheel on subs instead of it being a queue? Just spin the wheel so it's like randomized who gets picked for a VOD review. Because I think that when there's the queue that is super long, it kind of discourages people to It should be first come, first serve. I mean, now I have to do it, but I think that no, I'm not gonna change it now. I mean, I have to do it later. So let's go with Fable. Right now, whoever paid for it, and yeah. Fable. Hero rank and code, man. Okay, Diamond 3. Feel like I'm always late to make decisions. I'm really a reactioner rather than creating any play space, etc. All my wins loss are based on how my team does. I can survive, but I don't do anything. I had lowest death in 5k per 10k, but that's just what is the hero? You say all of that, but you don't tell me what the hero is. Kiriko? Okay. Fable, are you aware of the 4-step plan? Are you aware of the 4-step plan? Do you know what the 4-step plan is? Yes, and I sucked at it here. Let me tell you something, Fable. I'm gonna be brutally honest. You don't suck at it here, you suck at it in general. Because if you are stuck at your rank, it's because you're not doing the 4-step line consistently. It's not just here. It's in most of your games. That's the problem. Now, because you're diamond and you could like you mid diamond, high diamond, most of the time it means you either don't do the 4-step plan at all, or you mess up a few, either one or more steps in the 4-step plan, right? It could be just being, I mean, maybe you don't engage, maybe you don't disengage in time, maybe you don't do it from an off angle, etc., etc. So what we're gonna look at here is number one, are you actually doing the 4-step plan? And if you do the 4-step plan, which one of the parts are you not doing it? Not doing.
Ready for battle.
Let's see.
Ready for battle.
Okay.
Defend objective A.
Do you have any tips for new player? Yeah, check out my free stuff on YouTube, man. Okay. So you are trying to do the 4-step plan. What I don't like, I mean, you could have shot the Roadhog, but look, when you're shooting the Roadhog, you actually had an opportunity to sneak in here, try to get these guys. Ironically, when the Widow was scoped, you could have actually shot the Widow from here, could have caught her by surprise. But, you know, let's see how this plays out. No, in front of a bunch of people and healing your foolish Zarya. Healing foolish Zarya. At least you're shooting in between, but still healing for foolish Zarya. What is this Roadhog doing? What is this Roadhog doing? What am I watching? Instead of walking forward to the middle of the point, you could have caught them off guard. If you just go here, both of these guys are dead. So essentially, you create an off angle and close distance exactly when you don't pay attention. That's your move. You try to do you try to do an off angle from here at the beginning, but then 30 seconds just heal bot your Zarya and throw some kunai in between. Yeah, you could have killed the guys on the left. Your Zarya is rolling them over.
Karezaka Jinja protects you.
I don't know why you TP here. Why you trying to TP? Why you're freaking out, man? Everything's okay. You didn't have to defeat your Genji. You can just use hide.
I'm here.
TPing to the Zarya was the worst option. You should have TP'd to your Ana because you TP'd in front of a bunch of people with 40 HP. The fact that you live is criminal. I thought he was going to hook there. Yeah, but why TP? He couldn't hook you behind the wall.
How's the hunt? Under my protection. I think we're outnumbered.
Look, I'll tell you something. I like that you try to throw kunais, at least in between your heals. I'll tell you that much. At least you're trying to do damage, you know?
You really need a scope to do that?
But your timing is way off. Like, you go in when everybody is paying attention, when everyone is not busy. Like, 3 people on the high ground, no, nothing is happening, go into the high ground and like...
I'm with you.
I mean, you can Kitsune here and they all die, by the way. If you just TP to your Zarya here instead of TPing to your Ana, you TP to your Zarya, just Kitsune here, they just all, like, they die. They're overextending too much. See, I think you would have 5 gifted. We'll move on to you after like 3 people. There's a queue right now. But again, if the fight was over, think about it. Where is the fight going to be? I mean, if my team is standing here, it means that me hiding here does nothing for us. Where should he be hiding? Over here. Why? Because my team is over here. You can't set up behind your team. You want to set up behind the enemy team. And you can't set up behind the enemy team if you're behind your team. Makes no sense. If you want to set up, and you know your team is here, that's not your setup. Your setup is here.
Hey.
one can
Bro, first of all, I don't understand the Kitsune. The Kitsune, the enemies are over here. Even if you shoot down the Kitsune, it won't even reach them. It was way too early. Number two, again, you're freaking out. You ping to the Zarya. Why did you even pick here in the first place? Well, think about it. Why did you pick here? The enemies are over here. And why? So the question can be divided to two. Number one, why did you go here? If you already go here, why did you pick here? So like, because they both defeat the purpose of each other. So if you hide here, you're trying to hide, and you shouldn't peek. Now, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. I told you should be here. So if you decide to peek, might as well just, yeah. But if you notice, you don't actually do the 4-step plan. You constantly pick the enemies when they're all not busy with anything, and then they all shoot you, and you start freaking out and throwing Suzus and throwing TPs. And when you should go in, when they don't, when nobody, like when they don't pay attention, you don't go in because you just went in too early and now you don't have your cooldown. Like here right now, you can't really go in, right? You can't go in because nobody's busy. I mean, just poking.
Sniper, don't get shot.
I mean, here you just have to keep poking until they're going back, and now you have to go in. Now you have to run in. That's what you have to. Good Suzu. Well, Genji killed 4. You win. Have you noticed that every single time that you win is not because of you did anything? It's because you will. Zarya killed 4 or Genji killed 2. Again, what is the purpose of standing over here, Juniper? There's no purpose of standing over here because you guys are gonna get here. They're gonna touch, which means that the enemies are going to be around here. So where do you want to set up? If the payload is gonna be here, most of the people they can kill are gonna be here. So where's the setup? Right over here. You set up here. Team fight starts. Boom. You either wall climb and go behind them, or they're already a little bit closer, and then you try to kill them. You don't understand the setup at all. You don't understand what the purpose of setup and how to do it at all.
Like a gentle
You think setting up is just sitting on the high ground behind your team. Like here, notice. Nobody's paying attention. Widow is sitting at the back. All you have to do is go here. If you go here, you maybe kill Widow and Kiriko. They're not paying attention. Widow is scoped in. Kiriko is busy heal botting her Genji and Roadhog. All you have to do now is the time to strike. Fable. Now is the time to strike. When people don't pay attention, you go. But the problem is that you go when everybody's paying attention. Then you have to worry dodging hook, dodging shots. You know? It's like you're Mike Tyson at his prime doing the peekaboo because you have to dodge fucking everybody. Here, for example, because Genji wasn't paying attention, you could TP to him and go kill the rest. So Fable, you don't really do the 4-step plan. That's your issue. Now, your issue is that you don't do the 4-step plan at all. I mean, you try to do it, but then you just give up in the middle. So let me just kind of make this straight up for you. Number one, you do the 4-step plan. You said you know what that is. Just because you know what that is doesn't mean that you do it, and you clearly see it. Now, let me even help you here. When do you do the 4-step plan? Like, when do you actually close the distance on the enemies from the off angle? When they're busy. If you do it too early, everybody's gonna turn around. You want to kind of poke or set up, right? You either poke or set up. So when do you poke? Well, right now you can't really set up because you see that your team is playing aggressive. If your team is playing aggressive, you can't really set up. And I explain. Set up. What is set up? Setup is put yourself in a position before the fight that once the team fight starts, you're going to be able to reach the enemies within half a second. And also, it's going to be from a position that has the element of surprise, which is where they're not looking. When your team is poking them in their spawn, there's nowhere you can hide that you can surprise the enemies. Why? Because it doesn't matter where you hide, you're just going to be in front of them because they're in their spawn. So what you can't really set up here. So now it's time to poke. But here, when the payload was here and the fight was over and they're coming back from spawn, you could actually set up. Where could you go? You could either go here and hide. You could either go here and hide because once the team fight starts, the enemies are going to be busy and you can pop here from within half a second. And also, they are not going to be looking here. It has the element of surprise. So that's what setup is. Setup is not sit on a high ground behind your team. Setup is Let me be in a position that where the team fight is going to start, I can reach the enemies within a second, and from a position they're not looking. And if I can't do that, you just spoke. So when do you actually engage in close distance? When enemies don't, like when the enemies are busy, which is when the team fight starts. Your Zarya goes in, Genji goes in. It means that these people are distracting for you, which means you have to go. That's what it is for the most part. Most of the time, you're forced to use your cooldowns because you're trying to engage too early. A lot, like super early. Until anything happens to either hide or poke from far away. I think you got this. You actually hit nice shots, Fable. Can you explain the timing on closing distance more? Yes. When enemies are busy with your team, when the team fight begins, that's where you go in. Of course, Fable, man. I'm sure you're gonna kill it. All right. Mao, you're next, man. You said that he's your friend, right? I gifted 5 subs. Go to Coden. There are 2 people before you. See ya. 2 people before you, man. First come, first serve, man. What Leardon is saying is correct. You need to look at your team. You can see them through walls. When you see them engage, pop out. See where they're not looking, go deep. Absolutely. Jumanji is your friend. Zarya Plateaus. Jumanji your friend, Mao. All right, awesome. Let's go. What's the distance? Mouth sense? I don't know. I use 5 and I heard DPI. I haven't swapped it for 6-7 years. So.
Ready for battle.
That's the guy? Yeah. Okay. Zarya Plateau, dude. You pick Zarya and Gibraltar. That's not a good map for Zarya.
Escort the payload.
Controller player on a PC lobby. Okay. Playing on the hardest difficulty. Sitting on top of the point. Aura farming. Jinwoo. Okay, I like that you farm. I actually like that you farm your charge like that. Very interesting. But now when you have your charge, what are you supposed to do? Like, you see that it's drunk right here, just push him. You have 500 HP full charge, just go kill the guy. What are you scared of? I mean, you can force the point, but this guy was actually kind of trolling. Reloading with 50 bullets. What are you doing right now? The answer is nothing. What should have you done? It's simply just push here, kill these guys, or at least like try to kill them. They're probably gonna go back, and then you can drop back to point. But taking the point here is good. Don't get me wrong, but at least you had an opportunity to push them. Playing very, very passive. You have full charge. You have support behind you. Good. Thank you. I like to use your bubbles. I'll give you that much. Now you have to disengage or you overextended. Why did you overextend? Because if you just turn around for half a second, you realize no one is here. Literally, all you had to do to avoid this entire death is to do this motion for half a second. And I know it's hard to control it because you're supposed to do it like this. I know, I get it to take some time, but if you just turn around for half a second, you'll see, oh, no one is here, so I can't really go in 1v4. With Kitsune, you have unlimited bubbles. All you have to do is push. Fuck this Orisa, good job. You keep pushing. Could have bubbled your Genji. You're bubbling nobody. They're not shooting at you and you're bubbling. Look. Most of the time your bubbles are good, but look, your Genji is on the ropes. All you have to do is bubble him. Who do you bubble? Yourself when nobody's shooting at you. Nobody's shooting at you. Why are you bubbling yourself? But since bubbling hasn't been an issue so far, I'm not gonna get into it. I like that you stabilize. You have no bubbles, and but you see, there's a problem here, man. Jumanji. Do you notice that you never turn around to see where your team is at all? It's like you play the game like you're playing team deathmatch. You only look straight ahead looking at the enemies. You need to see where your teammates are at. Are my supports nearby? Can I push in? You can't really push in with no supports, right? Here you stabilized and went. That was good. That was good. No reason to bubble here. A little bit too early. Jumanji, you have to stop from. You have to promise me to stop reloading every fucking second, man. You need to stop reloading, man. Why reloading here? Why reload? Look at your bullets. 56 bullets. Just beam. Why reload?
They have us outnumbered.
We're no fade. Could have killed her. Ana is gonna nano you. Very likely. And Ana, actually, this is just nano blades. Metal Rink's like, no, I don't nano. I nano blade. Go! 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 What's down? Why the hesitations? Why the right clicks? W, just W. Why the right click? Why the reload? Why the hesitancy? Just push your nano full HP. You have Ana behind you. Nice bubble. First time I see you put a friendly bubble, by the way. I see now. But the problem is, again, you're breaking line of such for your supports in the middle of the fight. What is the enemy Orisa doing? What is the enemy Orisa even doing? What the fuck am I watching? What is this? What is the enemy Orisa doing? Instead of sitting on the payload, go take the space. Go right here, shoot some right clicks, man. You can't be the payload princess. Can't be the payload princess. What? Go up! Go up! Do damage! Go shoot! Now, when the Ana is on the rope, slow HP in front of Tracer, you forget to bubble her, but now when nobody's shooting, you bubble her.
Under my protection. Protecting you.
Okay, nice. Go push. Thank you. Push. Thank you.
Everyone follow me.
Again, payload princess. Go shoot. Aura farm. Again, you're aura farming, dude. Why are you aura farming? Jumanji, why are you aura farming here, man? What is this aura farming? Holy shit. Okay, go with Kitsune. Great. Love the push. Love that. Push. Kill them all. Kill them. Mwah. Jumanji. That's what I like to see. Man. You see? That's what I like to see. Now, why did this work out? Number one, obviously, Kitsune. You know? Number one, you have Kitsune. But also, you have two supports behind you. Your DPS are ready. Everyone is ready, and now you go in. You need to play way more aggressive when the team fight starts and there are people nearby. Play more aggressive. Be less scared. I stop fucking sitting on the payload, man. Mav, tell your friend to stop sitting on the fucking payload, man. I can watch that. Why is he on the payload? Why are you on the payload? Go fucking beam them. Why? Just go here. Just beam. Why on the payload? Wait, did he just use two bubbles for no reason? What did I just see? I mean, he had full charge anyways. Wait, did he have full charge? Yeah, he has like 80 charge. Why bubble here? Don't need to bubble here. Just use the payload as cover. Okay, they use Kitsune. They have to go back. Okay, why? I don't know what to tell you. This was the most plat fight I've ever seen, but I'm not gonna go over it too much. I like the grab. Push. Thank you. good. So Jumanji, what are the issues that we've noticed? Well, number one, the obvious one. Don't sit on the fucking payload when the fight's over. Go hold the space. Go hold the space. Don't let the enemies walk from spawn all the way to the objective for free. Shoot some right clicks. Build your charge before the fight begins. There's no such thing. The fight is over. You sit on the payload. Go set up. Go poke the enemies before the fight. Build your ult charge. Build your charge with some bubbles when they poke you back. That's number one. Number two, let me tell you something that is so simple, that is going to get you from plat to diamond. This little motion here, this motion here, this. What do I mean by that? Is my team behind me? If I go in now, will I get heals? Will the DPS follow up? Oh, no, no one is here. Never mind, I can't push. I can't like play super aggressive in their face. Oh, 2 supports behind me, DPS are set up on high ground. Let's fucking go. See that? Turn back to look at your team more often to see if you can play aggressive. You cannot go in front of 4 people when your supports are doing fuck knows what and your DPS are doing fuck knows what. You need to turn around more often to see what the hell is happening, where your teammates are at. And also, please, for the love of God, stop reloading every few seconds when you have enemies in front of you. You have 60 beam charge. Instead of reloading, just beam them. I know these are like so simple that you could not believe that I'm saying this right now. Like, turn around more often to look where your team is at before engaging. Stop reloading with 60 bullets. Stop sitting on the payload before the fight. But these things are like this guy when he's playing aggressive at the right times, clearly works. The problem is that he can get away with playing way more aggressive and die way less times if he played aggressive when he would have advantages and when his team was actually there. I get it. I like to do the aura farming thing to bait them to charge me. No, Jumanji, you know what? The aura farming, keep it up. Let's make it your trademark. Your aura farming on Zarya. But the thing is, when the entire enemy team is dead in spawn, you standing on the payload is not aura farming, bro. When the payload is over here, then you can make that claim. But if the enemies are here in spawn and the payload is over here, who the fuck are you aura farming? Go shoot the enemies. Like, you can aura farm here. They shoot bubble, aura farmed. Hey, Awkward, I took your advice from yesterday. I stopped jumping all game and took more off angles. I noticed my team winning fights and often still need to work, though. You got this, man. Take some time. Okay, Senior Key. 5 gifted. You can send me a code here on rank. Genji Masters 5. You were ready for that, Senior. You were ready for that. You are ready, man. And I like to see that. Oh, why did I copy paste Genji? One Jamal, did you like your VOD review from Dylan yesterday? It was very constructive, right?
Ready for battle.
Which one are you? Senior Key. Which one are you? Two Kenjis. AZS, okay. Okay, you go, main. Pretty good. You poke. You want to figure out where the enemies are at. Poke. My issue is that you're poking nobody. Like, look where you're throwing the shurikens. Where are the shurikens going? Aim at the people, man. Aim and then throw shurikens. Don't throw shurikens and aim on the go. This I like. I really like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing. Why dash? Why dash? You dash into 3 people that are full HP. I was feeling myself. Well, clearly didn't really work. And now you're fighting in the middle of the point against a Genji that is not doing anything. What you should have done instead is like, okay, you're here. You realize that this fight with the Genji doesn't go anywhere. You can go here, maybe try to surprise them from over here. I mean, if you go now, you shoot the shuriken one time, you can even get a kill on a Freya. Here, why not wall climb? Why not continue wall climbing? And also, by the way, in the first fight, it took you way too long to engage. Look. Look how long your team has been fighting when you're making that rotation. Look. Look at this. This is all of this going on before you even do anything. So by the time you engage, your team is already low. Your tank especially. Too late to engage because you took too long of a rotation mid-fight. And also shouldn't have not dashed into the people at the beginning. Close distance. Poking. Good job. You know what I don't get, guys? Like, why does this keep happening? You have 15 shurikens, 12, 9. You're shooting. Why not just keep shooting? Why do you reload? Keep shooting. But why do you reload with 9 shurikens if you can keep shooting? I mean, nothing's really going on yet, right? Ozzy, thank you for the tier 1. I like to see that. Now listen, at that specific moment, it was not that big of a deal, but it's just a habit. It's just a bad habit. Now, this was okay to dash because you had deflect, you know, they're really far away and passive and you're run cover. At that specific moment, it's okay, but it's like a pattern. You have a pattern of dashing into people that are full HP. Like, right now. In that scenario, it worked out. Again, it's a habit. It's not a great habit to have, but I don't get me wrong. I like it at that specific moment. I like it at this specific moment. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to make sure that you don't do it when it's the wrong time. What is the wrong time? When everybody's full HP and a bunch of people grouped up together. Like right now would be a bad time to dash. This is good. This is good. I don't know why you go over here. You just could have gone and helped your Lucio. You get the healing farm. Stop reloading, man! Stop reloading! I'm gonna break somebody's neck, man. Stop reloading every second. Shoot the fucking shurikens. Nice, that was nice.
Stop me if you can. Thanks. Crusaders!
Yeah, pretty good.
Very well.
Yeah, that fight was pretty good. If the enemy monkey was half competent, he would have been dead. So let me present an alternative. Instead of dashing here, you could have just walked and wall climb, and you would have done the same thing almost as fast. I mean, he dashed it here, right? Yeah. Oi, oi, oi. This whole fucking sequence was such a clown show. What the fuck did I just watch? Blade, by the way, was too early. Blade was unnecessary. Blade was too early. The only reason why you're not dead is because number 1, enemies suck. Number 2, you got saved by a beast. It ended up working out, but to be honest, you guys used 3 ultimates. Sorry, no, I didn't use 3 ultimates. Not that. You did use 3 ultimates, but I thought you guys didn't have the point. Or rather, they're the one with the 92. That's what I mean. Use cover pretty well. Yeah, but why is he there? Instead of walking in front of their face, you could have utilized that angle. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The round in and of itself was pretty good. I don't understand how you get into this situation. How do you guys lose that? Yeah, I'll tell you how you lose that, bro. because you're sitting at the edges of the map doing random wall climbs instead of actually focusing targets that you can properly kill. I want you to notice something, that almost every single time that you've engaged the enemies, every single time it was just enemies that were not doing anything. Zen sitting here. What can a Zen do from here? I don't know. Like your team is fighting people over here. You're just like wall climbing over here. You're wall climbing over here. You're not actually participating in the team fights. You're trying to kill people that are just irrelevant to the fight. If your team is fighting over here, for example, right? And the enemy Zen is here. What does the enemy Zen even do here? The answer is nothing. He's not doing anything. So even if you let him be, he's not going to do anything. So you might as well focus on the people that are fighting. Okay? So it's care where the fight is. Yeah, but that's where the value is. The thing is, yes, you got some kills, but the problem is you got kills on people that would have not contributed to the team fight regardless most of the time. This guy's trolling. What is he doing? How did your Juno die? Never mind. Not even gonna ask. What's up, older you guys? How may I get my live reviewed? It's 5 gift. Like here, like you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why are you here fighting a tracer? Can you just legitimately respond to that? Why are you here fighting a tracer? Why? What value does this bring to anybody? Like what does this tracer even do? Like how does tracer even threaten you or your team here? I was flanking, but like if you see that you're going and tracer pays attention, just leave. Just leave, try again later. This whole sequence of events is so random. And now you dash into a bunch of people and you die. Unskippable cutscene. I want to clarify something. The aggressive dashes that you do aggressive dashes, but you don't actually put yourself in danger. I like it, so it's not a big problem. I like that you dash and then use cover, even though, like, you know, so you don't have to. You basically don't dash into 4 people. I like that. But again, look. You see? Why are you so like? Who cares about a tracer here, man? Who cares? Who cares about this tracer? Look how tunnel vision you are on this tracer. Look at the tunnel vision there, man. Who cares about the tracer? Let it go. Go kill the enemies that are actually contributing. This is who you should have went for. But now, by the time you go there, it's already too late because they already win the fight. It's too late. So the main issues that you have right now is number one. So let me just. Well, the VOD is pretty much over. The 2 issues that you have is that when the team fight starts, you're not actually participating in the fights. You're taking some side quests. You're like fighting random people at maps that don't exist. So essentially, what happens is that in this game specifically, but it's something that commonly happens to you. I actually think that for the most part, you actually play pretty good. You have good mechanics. You know how to use your dash. You know how to use your deflect. You do pretty good in that regard. The problem is that specifically in this game, you have a guy on the enemy team that doing fuck knows what, and instead of saying he's doing fuck knows what, let's just fight 5-on-4 because this guy's doing fuck knows what, you decide, let me also do fuck knows what, and we all are like, they're gonna take a side quest and my team is gonna play 4-on-4. Now the problem with letting your team play 4-on-4 is that you have to accept the reality. I am the carry. If I'm not gonna carry these guys because they all suck in my book, right? And they don't always suck, but I'm saying that you have to treat the games as I am the carry. These guys without me probably not going to win. So you can't be taking random 1v1s at random places when your team is fighting 4-on-4, because what happens is, look, they fight 4-on-4 and they lose every fight You want to know why? Because you're not contributing in a team fight. You're fighting this fucking Tracer, doing fuck knows what, doing nothing. And on the first point, the Zen, what was the end Zen even doing? Nothing. The Zen was AFK, not doing anything. So you have to. So the main issue is with the target priority. Instead of fighting people in remote places, you should tell yourself, "Oh, he's in a remote place. He's not doing anything. Let's push somebody that is actually contributing to the fight, and let's take the fight 5-on-4 until that guy gets to the fight." So what I'd like you to do is, number one, like every time you see that there's a guy doing nothing in a remote place, don't engage them. Don't engage him because he's not doing anything. Engage the people that are doing something. In the fight, you need to be in close proximity. You need to capitalize on the enemies that don't pay attention, that are actually contributing to the team fight. And Ana, when the team fight is going on here, and there's an Ana here scoped in, that's your target, not a Tracer that is blinking here on the stairs. She's not doing anything. Your main issue is with target priority. You take fights with people that don't contribute to the team fight in the middle of nowhere, instead of actually being with where the fight is actually happening, where the 4-on-4 is actually happening, and capitalize on these enemies. I have paid for 3 Rankup Academy accounts for me and my friends. Love the content. When? Today? That's awesome. That's awesome, man. We're excited to have you. You made a good choice. Okay. Lunar, there are people before you. So I'll have to get to you soon. There's one. Yeah, there's only one person before you. Aussie, Wissam, and Kat Akalisim. Thank you guys for the subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, Yosia, you go next, and then we have Lunar. Yeah, and then Lunar. Last 3 months. That's awesome, boss. That's awesome. By the way, if you're in Rankup Academy, I can also, for future reference, I can send you a referral code, and if you bring in referrals, more than happy to pay you a commission for it. Sammy, you're gonna be you're third in queue. There's 2 people before you. Would you say the game is like 75 positioning and timing? I would say it's even more than that, more than 75%. Okay. You see, are you there? You're with us? Okay. Sent the code. Let's take a look. Yo, what is going on with these fucking sub alerts? They're so bad. What's the pricing on Rankup Academy? So for the basic tier, it's $75 a month. You will get 2 coaching sessions within the month, and you also have the premium tier, which is $99 a month. You will receive 4 coaching sessions within a month. It's weekly coaching sessions, personalized for you. All right. Let's see. We have Yusia. You are playing Hanzo. What rank is this? Boop, boop, boop.
5, 4, 3.
Bronze 3 unranked. I can give you, even before looking at your VOD, I can tell you exactly how you win in bronze. The only way to lose in bronze is to walk in front of enemies' faces in their face. That's the only way to lose in bronze. That's the only way to lose in bronze. If you just are not in front of their face and shoot them, you will just win in bronze. So let's see if that's exactly what you do. Yeah, exhibit A. So as soon as you realize Moira is here, you try to shoot her once, doesn't work, bye-bye. But also, I want you to pay attention. You haven't shot anybody yet. You haven't already shot anybody. You're running to my house, man. Go here and shoot. The enemies are here. Go where the enemies are and start shooting. How do you deal with anxiety? What are you anxious about? You have very low uptime, man. You're not really shooting. Look, everyone's fighting. You're not really shooting. Okay. I like that you try to go to an off angle, but it's not the time. But it is what it is. Shoot! See a shoot, bro. Shoot! You see, like, the monkey is here. Go wall climb, shoot. Go wall climb and shoot. You're not playing in positions to shoot. You very rarely shoot. If you want to win, you have to do damage. How do you damage? By shooting the enemies. And now you're in front of Echo. She actually surprised you. Nice cover. Shoot! You see, shoot the enemies, man. Shoot. You see, the reason why you don't kill anything is, number one, you just don't shoot enough. Number two, when you do, it's in front of their face. Like right now, imagine this. Imagine if you were here. Imagine right now if you were here, man. Look at this beautiful angle. 1, 2. Or even like, even if you stay here, it would be good. Imagine if you go over here. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. I like that. But you see Echo is standing in front of you and shooting. You stand still and she almost kills you. Man, who? Dude, somebody in voice chat. Hanzo is one, Hanzo is one. Look at the fucking word. Look at that. Hanzo is one, Hanzo is one. I'd rather not. So wait, you start a new job? What kind of job? But you see, shoot, man, shoot. You see, so let me ask you. See, do you see when your monkey goes in, what happens? Everybody's looking at the monkey. When your monkey goes in, everybody's looking at the monkey. This is not exclusive to monkey. Could be Reinhardt, could be Echo, could be Tracer, could be whoever is going in. When your teammates are going in, it means everybody's looking at them. When everybody's looking at them, that's the best time to shoot. You want to know why? Because none of them are paying attention to you. But instead, what they decide to do? Walk in their faces, in front of their faces. If you don't die here, they should be put in jail. They should be put in jail, man. Oh, they okay. They don't go to jail. I'm working with animals. I'm working going to college for vet technician. What are you anxious about that? It seems like it's something that is exciting. Maybe switch the framing of this. This is not it's not I'm not anxious. I'm excited. I mean, what really is the difference between anxiety and excitement?
Time for the reckoning.
Yosia, where are you going? You need to shoot, man. Why are you so far away? You know, if she noticed that she's not paying attention, just get closer. So go here, start shooting. Oh, okay. Never mind. I mean, it was not the time to go here because your team was essentially, you had to push into you guys are 3 people instead of 1 junker queen. You didn't have to create an off angle. Like, just push the junker queen. She's paying attention to your monkey. Just kill her.
Your team is
Where are you? Where are you going, man? Everyone's fighting. Yosia is running a picnic. What's happening? Oh, wait. I see the vision. I like that already. Boom. I like that. Yosia, bro, you're freaking out. You're just freaking out. Okay, you made some shots, not a big deal. This was unironically, doing this was actually not a bad position. But why do you drop down to shoot? Stand up and shoot. Why do you drop, punch, You're like a toddler doing this. Just fucking stand and shoot.
Engaged. Winston.
Why do you keep running in front of them? The entire enemy team, okay. The entire enemy team, none of them are paying attention to you. You see, that's the beauty of bronze. None of them look at you. Go into a position they're not looking and start shooting at them. The problem is, like, no one is paying attention to you and you play scared for some reason.
The odds lean heavy against us.
Shoot! 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 No, you see, okay, I wasn't a bad dragon, but I don't know how bad. What the fuck is this Bastion doing? Can I check this guy out? You see, you see, you can't be losing to that. Surely. Well, what happened to you? Oh, you push into a bunch. Your team is going back, enemy team pushing forward. What do? Run in their face and die. You see, the main thing is that for the sake of transparency, if you were to ask me about a year or two ago, I would tell you the hardest people to coach are bronze players. And the reason for that is because there's just too many problems. Like, bronze players very rarely do anything right. So, like, you try to ask yourself, where do I even begin with? But now that I'm more experienced, I can tell you. The thing about you see, is number one, you need to shoot the enemies more often. You are just kind of walking around the map and figuring out, you're overcomplicating something very simple. You're trying to find these, like, secret routes to get to the enemies. Walk straight ahead to main and start shooting at the enemies initially. Okay? From range, whatever it may be. Now, I do like you're trying to take off angles and go into positions people don't pay attention to, because that's essentially how you win in bronze. The problem is that you do it at the worst timing ever. So you start main, you figure out where the enemies are, and then you start shooting the enemies a bit, poke them out, let your team walk forward so they feel more confident. Like, you shoot the enemies, they go back, your team can go forward just because he shot. So number one, you just need to be shooting more often from main. After you shoot a little bit from main, you're like, okay, these guys are all looking main, my tank is going in, my DPS is going in. Now, let's take a route where they're not looking. And when they're not looking and they're busy, that's exactly when you go in. And then maybe if they turn around, which is not likely to happen in bronze because none of them turn around, you just get out, back to main. So the idea is go main, shoot, then move into a position that is an off angle. What's an off angle? A position that the enemies are not looking at. Okay? Okay, enemies look at you now, back to main. Enemies are now looking main, go to the off angle. Go into positions you can shoot more often. Poke the enemies out. Team fight begins, go to the off angle. They look at you, go back to main. They don't look at you, go back to the off angle. It's off angle main, off angle main, off angle main, but you have to exist where the enemies are shooting. You're like, most of the time you're just walking around the map, you're not really shooting. So start main, figure out what the fuck's going on, let the fight play out a bit, and then move on to the off angle. Because if you move into the off angle where the enemies are not busy, they're all going to look at you and shoot you down, which is exactly what happened now. Look, now you're trying to move through the off angle and play aggressive, but your monkey jumped back. If your monkey jumped back, the enemies are all going to look at you because you're the only person showing. And that is essentially how you get out of bronze. The way to get out of bronze is number one, shoot the enemies, and number two, shoot the enemies from behind when they don't pay attention. That's all. Okay, Lunar, you're here. The YouTube, 5 gifted on YouTube. Lunar, send me a hero code and rank command. Let's go. Let's get into it. And I'll tell you, you will leave bronze in no time. You will leave bronze in no time. Leaving bronze is not as hard as people make it to be. Like, I understand that you're also bronze level. You're like, your mechanics are not great and all that stuff. But I promise you, just being in a position where you can to shoot the enemies, just be there where you can shoot the enemies, right? And do damage without being straight ahead in their face. That's how you beat not even bronze, just all meta ranks. Woo 2x with the 30.99 Australian dollars. Just wanted to say thank you for your hard work, mate, and doing what you do. Your work ethic is impressive. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the kind donation. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the kind words, really. I was playing Soldier 76 in this game. In the game, I was flaring. Okay. Where's the code? Am I missing the code? Where's the code? After Lunar, we have Sammy. After Lunar, we have Sammy. Okay. Sammy, you're gonna go next. I hope you're prepared, man. What rank is this? Lunar. What rank am I watching? You know what? Do you want to guess the rank? Should I guess the rank? Can I guess the rank? Don't type. Can I guess the rank? Okay, you said Diamond 2. Savvy, with you, I'm gonna guess the rank, okay? With you, I'm gonna guess the rank. Let's spice it up. Let me guess the rank. So, Lunar, before we begin the VOD, can you tell me what Soldier's strength is and what is his weakness? Strength, fast rotation to off angles. So mobility. And what is the weakness? Weakness squishy? I wouldn't say he's squishy. He has 250 HP. I mean, by that logic, like 90% of the like 80% of the characters are squishy. No, he's not squishy. The inherent weakness the Soldier has is he doesn't have consistent burst damage. He has okay damage. He has okay burst damage, but it's not amazing. Like, if you don't hit your Helix Rocket, essentially it will take you quite some time to get a kill. So he doesn't have amazing burst damage, and the strength is that he has strong mobilities, which he's able to surprise the enemies very often. Like, it's not bad, but it's not amazing. So you start main, that's okay. Notice, first of all, you're hesitant. You're hesitating, like you're right, you're left, where do I go? If you notice that your entire team is on the right, you have two options. Number one, you can go with them. Or number two, you can start leaning a little bit left here. You know, like here. In this situation, if you notice your team is on the right side, you actually can take this angle. This angle wouldn't be bad at all. You could also go here, by the way, and take it with your team. It's also a possibility. But you're very hesitant. You didn't do that, and you didn't do this. Look, you're like hugging your team, and instead of you taking the angles, you let them take the angles on you.
They took the robot.
Like you told me that the strength is within the mobility. Does it seem like you're moving? Boom! You could have like, look, check this out. This would have been perfect. There's nothing to shoot here in particular. What you can do, sprint over here, take this angle. You can even flank the Sojourn. You can even go back and shoot the chunk away. You can do anything, but you're not really committing to a choice. You don't play with your team exactly, but you also don't take angles. This I like to see. Okay, they have no fucking shout. Ah, you're dead. But again, let's see, like you're hugging your team, but you don't exactly apply pressure. Here, what I would do, it's very simple. Try to surprise this guy. Soldier is break line of sight, in line of sight. Break line of sight, in line of sight. With your sprint. Instead of you taking the angles, you let them take the angles on you and just pile up on you. Nice. Nice. Helix Rocket, good job. They use shout, all you have to do is now, boom, right set. This is your angle right now. This is your angle. Nice try, a little bit too late. You see, when you realize there's no one in this angle, just leave. You're like, here, it didn't work? Okay, go back here. You're focusing a target that you can't really shoot. He's hiding too much. You're so hesitant. You're so hesitant. When you do take an off angle, you can see you're trying to force it. Go back. What the fuck is this guy doing? Instead of standing here, bam. Take this angle. Surprise this guy. I mean, at least you can try.
This ends now.
Ah! Nice try. Dude, what is this Lucio doing? I really have to ask. I like, what is he doing? You see, instead of hugging the payload, go do some damage for the fight. Go over here, shoot a bit. Be scared. Play very scared. You play very passive. Let's see how this plays out. It's actually not a bad play. But shoot, shoot, Lunar man, shoot. Too early, too early. What he should have done is stick his show main first, shoot, shoot, shoot. In the middle of the fight, then you created a rotation with the visor. The reason why they're able to actually run away because you engage too early. But you probably kill a Drunker Queen anyway, so... Never mind, you don't. I don't know how they missed everything. Now is a good time to go right side. Let's go! Love to see that. Good job. That was nice, Lunar. That was nice. That was nice. The Drunker Queen should have killed you, don't get me wrong. I think she missed like... something like an axe swing in front of your face. Damage for the fight, love to see that. Just don't get pulled with a knife. Now, when you showed yourself main, it's like you showed yourself main, you poked out of it, boom. Now it's time to change the angle. Try to surprise them maybe from here. Maybe try to surprise them from here. Who knows? I mean, you can't really surprise them from there because Bastion is over there. But you see, again, like this whole hesitant thing. You go there, but you don't actually go there. You go in, you get out. You just say, like, I don't know why Junker Queen is there sleeping on the floor, but... Instead of you doing the surprising, you always end up in a position with your team getting crunched up and you're just getting surrounded.
Oscar Mike to enemy territory.
Like here, what I would do is just sprint straight ahead over here. Or sprint straight ahead over here. Try to see who I can catch. But you see, like, you're sticking, you sprint a bit, then you go back. You see, Hanzo is a free kill. Hanzo is a free kill. Hanzo is a free kill. Go, 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 go. Nice. Lucy is a free kill. I mean, somewhat. That was a lot better. Like, when you actually commit to things and you see, oh, this guy is not looking. He's over there. Let's go. I like that.
Fields online. Feeling grand.
Nah, there, Lunar. How did you just forgo there? You forgo, bro. What happened?
Feeling grand.
You just saw him 2 seconds ago. Where do you think he's gonna go? Where do you think he's gonna go? How can you forget about this guy? You saw him a second ago. Where do you think he's gonna go? Lunar. So instead of standing here waiting for nothing, go here, start shooting a bit, see how the fight plays out, and then you move into a position that you think will be able to catch the enemy, like the enemies off guard. Here, you're fine. Now, for example, we give really good time to go left or right. I mean, left, it will be a long rotation, but maybe here, boom, you can maybe, if you just like here right now, you do this, bam, you can maybe catch this guy by surprise. You could. Team fight starts, see they're using cooldown, see they're aggressive. Okay, I like that, I like that. Okay, that works out. You got Sonar Arrow, that's okay. But see, like this peak, like you peek, you don't peek, and everyone's fighting in the meantime. Everyone's fighting, and now you decide to push 1v3 when everybody's paying attention. He gets 100% on PayPal. I'll donate there. I know that I don't get most of the money when you guys subscribe, but I'm trying to build like a community of people. So I know that I make money off of less of a subscription, but it encourages people to join my streams more. Thinking that angle is fine. You didn't really have to drop yet, but it's okay. It's not a bad play. Hanzo should die here, for sure. Nice.
I've got you in my sights. Careful, there's more of them than us.
They're stationary, you're gonna die because you're stationary. What you should have done is pretty simple. You should have literally just ignored everyone because your entire team is dead and just try to grab the robot. And then when they chase you, just run away from there. You stood there just waiting for them to kill you.
Don't let them take the lead.
So, Lunar, your main issue, like there are a few main issues, but I'd like to talk about. This is not something I often say, but you're very hesitant. You don't make decisions in the game. You want to go to an off angle, but then you like do this motion. So you do this. You know, like you're fainting. Just either you go to the off angle or you stay main. Make a decision. Make a decision. You're so hesitant. You need to start making the decision. You either go to the off angle or you stay main. Don't I go? You don't know that. Okay, less hesitant. Even if you made a bad choice, at least you can learn from it. Even if the off angle was not the right time, at least you'll know. You don't make as many plays as you can, and it doesn't give you enough feedback so you can tell if the fight, if the play was good or not. It's very difficult to get the feedback. So number one, play less hesitant. It's like a general tip. But what specifically is that you are, instead of you surprising the enemies, they always catch up to you. So what I'd like you to do is start main, and as soon as you see the team fight is happening, try to create an off angle without hesitating. Try to like super. So you shoot main, you see that they start pushing forward. Okay, now I try to catch them by surprise. If it works or it doesn't really matter. Worst case scenario, okay, it didn't work. I go back main. Soldier is main, off angle. Main, off angle. Of course, you can go hard flanks and all that stuff, right? But we're still talking about the basics here. You start main, you shoot, fight plays out, the enemies are pushing forward, and now I move into a position that I'm trying to surprise the enemies. If it doesn't work, I just go back main. I should commit to an angle faster. Of course, yeah. So you see that you're pushing. Boom. Okay, they look at me. Okay, bye. Okay, they go back. Okay, boom. Okay, they look at me. Bye. Okay, boom. Okay, they look at me. Bye. Okay, boom. They look at me. Bye. It's a cycle. Move more often to the off angle. No hesitant. Don't be hesitant. Of course, you move in the middle of the fight because if you do it before the fight, everybody's going to turn around. As soon as the team fight begins, that's where you move to the off angle. And these are the two main things. So let's just be more decisive. Just make a play. You either go to an off angle or you stay main. Don't do this back and forth like I don't know what I'm doing. And number two, as soon as you see team fight begins, enemies are busy, boom, move into your off angle. Try to surprise them. If it doesn't work, just go back. If it works, well, you see how it plays out from there. Maybe you kill one, they chase you, and they need to go back to main. Okay? That's what you should do. But the main issue is that you're just like super hesitant. I think that you would make significantly more correct plays if you just hesitated less into moving to the off angle. Okay, we have Sammy. Sammy, let's go, Sammy. You're next. And then we have Then I Met You. Sammy, let's go, man. We don't tell me the rank. I want to do the guess the rank. I want to see what I want to guess what rank you are. What character though? What is the character? You're gonna crush it, Lunar. I believe in you.
Ready for battle.
Birds flying high. How do you get flat? Okay. Fuck. Didn't even see the gameplay. Who are you here? Yeah, Genji and Sammy. Okay. One time you said you can tell rank by someone name. Well, when somebody's putting their first name, I can't really tell. But first names are usually not GMs. You will very rarely see like somebody named Carl in GM, right? Or like somebody named fucking Ben in GM. Usually names are like diamond at best. Usually, like when you see somebody put his like first name, it's diamond at best. I'm okay with that. I don't hate it. Okay. Okay. What you should do now is pretty simple. You see that the team fight's beginning. You see they're kind of looking at your team. What you should do is close distance from here. As soon as they go under, you try to drop on them from behind. That's what you should do. Let's see what actually happens. Now I know that you don't have much HP, but the problem with this is that you notice that you don't hit a single shot, and it's not because you suck, it's from this distance, it's actually difficult to hit shots. I mean, Genji is more built to play short range with his right click. But because it's very difficult to take face-to-face fight with Genji, you're just supposed to be behind them. Now it's not the time to engage because your Doom went out, nobody's really distracting. I like how you use your abilities, it was good deflect and good dash, I like it. The issue that I have is they didn't really try to capitalize on the fact they're distracted. You're very aggressive initially. Oh, okay. Here, instead of doing all this poking, I mean, now it looks like you're going here, but you were super late with that one. What you should do is as soon as the Doom goes in here, like right before he goes in, when you see that he's charging up the punch, you take this angle. Why? Because Doom punches here, they're going to look, and here are your kills. Here are your kills. This one. Double right click. If it's low enough, you confirm kill with a dash. And if not, you just dash out or just like deflect out or whatever. Basically, you missed out on your timing because now Doom went out. You see, that's the timing that you missed. You went in too late, and now you're gonna go. And now you're gonna go, and Doom is already out. Now you have to go in because Doom is already in, but Genji is fighting. I mean, this doesn't really go anywhere. This fight is super random. Nice. Now left side, it's time for a commitment. 5 on 3, Doom goes in, it's time to push. Nice, okay, good job. If I had to guess, I think this is, by the way, I'm very certain that this is like high plat, low diamond. I mean, this has to be high plat, low diamond. I mean, maybe high plat at worst. I think this could be like diamond 5, diamond 3, diamond 5. But let's see how it plays out. It's a little bit too early to tell. Okay, this was definitely not the most amazing play ever because he dashed into a bunch of people. Wait, was it a bunch of people? No, it wasn't, sorry. It's just Lucia, my bad. Let me... I don't want to give a conclusive rank. Because it does seem like the enemies play somewhat well. Like the Hazard looks like he's playing okay. But your Doomfist is kind of sketchy. Good angle. This was too early. The problem is that they saw that blade from miles away, just in front of their face. And also the enemies are not exactly busy with anything, as you can see, so they can just react. The fact that you get a kill here, I'm not even sure how you get a kill here. What even happened? Oh, the guy helped you with a railgun. If he doesn't help you with a railgun, there you're dead. I stand corrected. This is definitely not plat, by the way. This is not plat. Not plat at all. I'm starting to lean towards high diamond, low masters. That was great, by the way. Check this out. You see, you engage as soon as your Doom goes and they're busy. The problem is you already lost, like you're -2 already, so the chance of winning the fight are not that great, but at least that increases the chance. That increases the chance by a large margin.
Just a bit farther, we'll take the lead.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's go time.
This is the perfect time to go left. Yep. Okay, Sammy, let me tell you what the issues are, okay? So there are two kind of the main issues is that you are very stationary. Like when you go to this window, this is the perfect example. You go to this window, you try to force that angle too much. You don't have the back and forth gameplay. You don't go window and you realize it doesn't work. You go back main and you try another angle. You're very one-dimensional with your angle. Like when you go like to this window, you are saying, I need to make this work or this fail. No. You go here, realize they already backed out. Okay, cool. Let me try again main. Let me try this angle. You need to switch up your angles more often. You are very, very telegraphed with your angle. You use the same angle every single time, and that's what they're able to, like, that's why you're not able to surprise them at all. Did you notice that this Cassidy just knows every time you go to the angle? Every time. Because you're making it very obvious. Every single time, because you just keep forcing the same angle over and over and over and over again. You don't switch angles mid-fight at all. And also, you don't stay enough with your team. That's like you go to the angle and you stay there. There's no back and forth at all. By the way, this was a very risky dash. Didn't know how much HP he has. Great, thank you for the prime, man. You're just poking, that's fine. Deflect too early. You keep using your deflect too early, by the way.
The enemy's pushing.
But that's not why you're at the rank that you're at. See, I went top right and you stay there. You went top right and you stay there. Like you just keep forcing those angles. And when I say forcing those angles, I mean staying on those angles for too long. It's okay to go top right, but as soon as you're there, yes, they have hazard, they have people who can shoot you. This is the perfect time to go in. Nice, good. This is good timing. Very risky, but I like the aggression. I like it. I like it. Didn't have to dash out. Did not have to dash out at all. They're 5-on-3 or full HP. You're fine. All you have to do is bait some CDs, wait for the team fight to begin, let them mess up, and then you go with your blade. Or you can try to one-shot, but this... Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I like the dash to the health pack. Okay, I like that. I like that. But you just engaged too early. Like, even if you kill the Sojourn there, it doesn't really matter because your team just got dropped. Because you essentially, like, think about it. What does a Sojourn do from over there, man? The answer is nothing. Just let her exist there. You just take the fight 4-on-5. Like, the Sojourn's not going to do anything here. She's staying here, so what? Leave her. Let her be. If she's not in a position to threaten your team, why would you even chase her? So you have two issues in the game. Is number one is the timing of your engagement is very often too late. It's just too late very often. Your doom goes in, and only after your doom goes in, you start to make the rotation. And then when you go in, it's already out. So you mismanage the timing. You need to go in. You need to be prepared to go in before your doom goes in. And when I say doom, I mean this game specifically. It could be anything. It could be a Reiner that is going. It could be a Sigma. Could be a Tracer on your team. Could be even a Kiriko doing the first step plan, or even a Zenyatta flanking. You need to start paying more attention to what your team is doing, because based on what they're doing, you will know how distracted the enemies are, and then you can just engage on the enemies when you don't pay attention. You're always too late. You're always too late to engage. Number two, you guys are in a group and you still mess up the timing. You guys are communicating. You have to be prepared. If you guys are together, say so your friend has to be I'm engaging in 2 seconds. So you need to be prepared. Number two, you're very stationary in the angles. You're trying to force the same angle every time. You go here and you try to force it. No, you go in, they notice, okay, go back main. Go back main. Let the fight play out and then try again later. Don't try to force off angles. If you get caught and it's not surprising anymore, leave. Try again later. Not necessarily even from the same angle. Maybe the angle changes based on the enemy's position. So be a little bit more, rotate a little bit more often. Move around the map a little more often. Try off angle. They catch you. Go back main. Okay, I see that the enemies are not looking here. Let me try to take that angle, you know? Oh, okay, they see me. Let me try to flank. I mean, this is not a pretty good point of the map, but because it's an open space, but you get what I'm saying. So number one, rotate more often. Number two, start rotating to the off angle to surprise the enemies a little bit more in advance, because you are missing the timing. You're engaging too late. So in terms of what rank I think this is, I think this is between Diamond 2 and Masters 5. That would be my guess. What rank is this, Sammy? What rank are you? If I say, you can say, man. GM4? Okay. Oh, you say you're not a Genji player, so it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. Then I met you. Then I met you. You're next, man. Okay, guys, it's also getting late, so the queue is closed. There's no more VOD reviews after this. Queue closed. I'm gonna tap it out. By the way, did you guys see the Winston guide on YouTube? Did you see the Winston guide on YouTube? Ah, my gift sub for Joe. Give me 1 second. There's a Winston guide on YouTube if you'd like to check it out. It's the newest video on the channel that was uploaded earlier today. Yeah, I just switched the thing for the queues closed. Okay, Joe, let's go. Soldier 76. You're not gonna tell me the rank. That's fine. All right, Sammy, you're gonna crush it, man. I believe in you. I mean, I started noticing there was one wasn't plot because when I look at the hazard, he was actually making good decisions from your POV. I can say rank, don't say rank. Let me guess. I went from low silver to low diamond because of your tips. That's awesome.
Ready for battle.
Soldier 76.
Ready for battle.
Okay. You popped way too wide, way too early, but it's okay. What the fuck is this? Oh, is that? Okay. Okay, I like that you're active. I like to be sick activity. You rushed your helix rocket. Hit a wall. Okay. Instead of staying in the middle of the point, you should be using cover. The problem with this position is kind of pinched out and you're also hugging your team. What you should do is take this angle or take this angle. Separate yourself a bit. Because if they push and they look at your team, this would be a great angle to have. Or even this angle, somewhat. Let's see what happens. Your hunter just fucked over everybody. At the enemy hunter. Oh, you try to helix, you don't have helix. Yeah, you. So this fight went to shit because you could have played aggressive initially. When the Hanzo pushed here, you should have taken a better angle here and try to catch him, or even just push here and try to catch him. He was isolated by himself and distracted. He should have. Wait, I know this guy. Wait, dude. That's also someone who is active in my chat. Okay, I like the angle. I like the angle. Peek, peek. Thank you. Okay. Need to play way more aggressive here. People are fighting, man. You're running around. I like that. I like that a lot. That was pretty good. That was real nice. Good job, man. Good job, Joe. Good job, Joe. I like that play. I like that play. Good job. Yeah, you're being too aggressive here. Okay, good. Good for you to disengage. You play very well, Joe. You play very well. Nice.
Surrender. Time for the reckoning.
Good angles. Good angles. Ah, man, you're so late. Dude, Joe, when people are fighting, you're so late, man. It's like it happens time after time. People are fighting. Go, where are you? Go. Why are you here? If you sit there pushing, just push with them. Go, take this angle. Why are you so like you're missing out? Like when you have big advantage, you're so late to engage. You have like when a team fight's going on, you're running around instead of shooting. You're not prepared to the pushes. Yeah, going right side is not a bad play. Nice. Need to push. Team fight starting. Need to push. Good. Ah, they jump around the corner. Fuck you over, man. You should never pick like this ever in your life. You never pick with a jump like this. Why? You jiggle pick around the corner first, and then you commit. Or you just commit. No jumping. You run corners. Pretty bad. The angle, yeah, nice angle. Good. Good for you to go back as well. What the fuck is this? Nice try. It's unfortunate to met the Ash there. All you have to do, man, right now is either go main and try to pressure them, which wouldn't really do anything because they're not here, but literally just sprint here and take this angle. That's what you need to do. That's the only play you should make right now. Thank you. Thank you. Love to see that. Never mind. Okay, that's a good idea. A little bit too early, but it's okay. You put in biofield when you have full HP, by the way. Just letting you know. This is good. Timing. Nice. Probably win here. Never mind, you don't. Now is a good time to put battlefield. I like your movement as well. Well, how did you guys lose this from this angle? I'm so confused. Oh, because you guys are fighting in the middle of the point. Instead of shooting, you decide to run over here. Really bad mistake. Joe, you actually play very well for the most part. You know what your problem is? It's when you have advantages, you just decide to walk instead of shoot. Like, you create a really good initial off angle, but when you actually get kills and the enemies start dying and your team is fighting, you decide to start running around. Sometimes the simple thing to do is the right thing to do. When you see enemies are dead, just press W. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Hanzo and Ana are dead. Press W here. Press W. Why do this whole motion? So, like, take a long walk on the beach when everybody's dead. You don't have to do that. You're missing up a lot of precious sap time at the worst time ever. This is the worst time for you to decide to move around. Worst time. And ironically, you can go right side here. It'll work pretty well.
Feeling ground.
The objective is now.
What the fuck? But see how everyone is fighting and you are doing, excuse me for my language, fuck knows what? Have you noticed that? Everybody's fighting over here, you're shooting from here, tickling the enemies. It's really far away. This is not an aggressive position by any means. Should have played maybe from here. You could have started main as well and then take this angle. You could have started main, maybe take this angle. Shooting from far away, man. Dure, thank you for the prime, by the way.
Who needs healing? Patched up.
Don't get the objective.
Now, by the way, when they don't pay attention, this is the perfect. All you have to do now, Joe, you cannot possibly mess this up. All you have to do is sprint forward and start shooting at the enemies. That's all you have to do. Like, I don't see an alternative. Okay. A little bit late, but okay. Shoot, man.
For the reckoning.
Good idea. But you see, like, all of these guys, you're not doing anything from here. Let them be. Shoot the Junker Queen. Fuck these guys. Like, what can they do from here? Nothing. Just shoot the Junker Queen. She can die. She's alone. She engaged by herself. Sit here and shoot this motherfucker. Shoot this fucker out of there. He's alone.
Biotic healing. Defend the point. I've got you in my sights.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That wasn't a bad fight. I like that. Why did Moira ult? I don't know. All right, Joe. I actually think you play very, very well. I think that you play very, very well. But the problem that you're having is two things. I mean, one of them is okay for the most part, but still sometimes lacking. And it's like, let me start from the biggest problem to the worst. Number one is that you lack uptime and you lack the aggression in the most crucial moments. When the enemy team are low and dying, it's not the time to take a long walk on the beach. You can't make a 5-second flank when your team is fighting and the enemies are low. Or even it's not a time to fucking take a 5-second walk when your team is fighting in the first place, let alone if the enemies are low or not. When the team fight's starting, you cannot take long rotations. When the team fight is happening in the middle of the fight, you can take long rotations before the fight happens, so then you can pop from them once the fight happens. Or you can take short rotations with your sprint in the middle of the fight to create off angles. But you can't just in the middle of the fight starts here and then you just run like this. You can't do that because your team is going to be playing 4 and 5 for too long. They need your damage. When the team fight starts, your damage needs to be there. You can't just not damage because your team is going to get crumbled 4 and 5. So when you see an advantage, you have to push. Just straightforward, just push. That's number one. Number two, you have sometimes issues with target priority. Decide to focus targets that are completely irrelevant to the fight. So what do I mean by that? What the fuck is Lifeweaver and Ashe doing over there when there's a Jungkook in the middle of the point? Everybody's fighting on the point. Who cares about these guys? Fuck them. Let them stay here. What are they gonna do? Nothing. It's just the same thing at the last fight, at the last round. You instead of pushing to point and killing what's on point, you decide to chase an Ashe in like coming back from spawn. Who cares about this Ashe coming back from spawn? Just kill the people on point. That's where the enemies are threatening your team. Ashe was not threatening your team at the time. The Jungkook in the middle of the point did. So number one, when the team fight begins, you have to shoot. You can only take short rotations. Long rotations before the fight, and when your team is not under pressure, or like in the middle of the fight, if they're like going back to get heals and all that stuff. When people are fighting each other and losing HP, your team is still getting HP, it's not a time to make a very long walk. Okay, just apply pressure. Or make very short rotations, like 1 second you run, like this is a short rotation, for example, in the middle of the fight. Doing this is a short rotation. Doing this is a long rotation in the middle of the fight. What happens if the fight starts and you're late? You just have to pop from wherever you are. There's no way around it. You can't let your team play 4 and 5 for too long. And number two, really ask yourself, is the target that I'm shooting actually contributing team fight, or is he doing fuck knows what? If he's doing fuck knows what, go shoot the people that are not doing fuck knows what. So if I had to guess what rank this is, this would be... Do I give a range or do I give exact rank? Do I give the exact rank? What do you guys think? Range or exact rank? Range, you know what? Let's say exact rank. Let's see how close I am. I think you're Diamond 2, Joe. I think you're Diamond 2. Diamond 2. Joe, what is your rank? Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's what I figured. Actually, you're Diamond 2. Actually, you're trolling. Or you're just fucking around. Am I actually true? Is that actually true? Diamond 2? Okay. You're a hard stuck diamond, not after this VOD review, man. After this VOD review, you're gonna go up to Masters. Diamond 3 at the moment was Diamond 2 in this. Awesome. All right, guys, the queue is closed. It's getting super late, and I don't want to... I'm already starting to feel tired. I've had a long day. So, by the way, to all the people that got VOD review today, if you want to... if you want to make sure that you're actually implementing the advice and get coaching on a weekly basis, rankupacademy.gg. And we also have free stat evaluation and free classes. Just go to rankupacademy.gg, fill out your free stat evaluation. It takes less than 30 seconds. You can get free stat evaluation. It will give you something to work on or something to focus on. And you can also watch the free classes that we have. And if you got coach today VOD reviewed, I would recommend joining Rankup Academy for, to ensure that you're actually implementing the advice, and we're gonna help you rank up. And outside of that, I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching. Even if you're just a viewer and you don't really talk a lot, I appreciate you just being here. And I hope that my free value is helping you rank up. I mean, every time that I open up my stream, at least 10 people show up and tell me that I really helped them rank up. So I appreciate every single one of you. And go to the gym, guys. Go take a walk. Go take a walk with the dog. Make it a little bit longer. You guys have a lovely rest of the day. Lovely rest of the night. Peace, guys.